trapezoid muscle. That's a trapezius. And this is a huge fragment of the latissimus dorsi. That is the latissimus dorsi muscle here. And after its removal, you can see actually three main streams of the muscles which are localized next to the vertebral column. These are so-called paravertebral muscles, and this whole complex, it is forming so-called erector spinae muscle. Latissimus dorsi is typically a muscle which is rising from the spinous processes of T5 to usually to T12, and then it continues to the spinous processes of L1, L2, L3, and then it goes to the humerus, where it rises from the crest of the greater tubercle. Here in middle to below, above, you have got the infraspinatus muscle, which overlies the which occupies the infraspinatus fossa. You can see here also the teres major muscle and teres minor. Teres major here and teres minor right above. So in between there is a certain space which is limited by the long head of triceps brachii muscle, but here that's the upper muscle is just the teres minor, and teres major is just below here. Here I don't think we will be able to see them. Actually, there is only a fragment of the teres minor. Teres major is hidden in the depth, but here you can see very well. This is teres minor, teres major muscle. So we do not actually try to teach you all these 44 pairs of the muscles, 44, in fact. But there are three longitudinal bands, the innermost, intermediate, and the lateral, which form so-called erector spinae. Erector spinae means a muscle which erects the spinal cord. Here on the posterior view, just beneath the latissimus dorsi, we can see only a fragment of the posterior inferior serratus posterior inferior muscle. This is this fragment over here, which sticks to the undersurface of the latissimus dorsi, and here we got this trapezius. Actually, each of these muscles in the surface of the back has its own innervation. Latissimus dorsi has own thoracodorsal nerve. Trapezius is supplied by the spinal accessory and the nerve from the cervical plexus. Teres minor and teres major. Teres minor is innervated by the axillary nerve. Teres major is supplied by the subscapular nerve. All these muscles, which are localized next to the vertebral column forming the erector spinae, are typically innervated by the nerves which are rising directly from the dorsal rami of the spinal nerves. So they are innervated by the dorsal branches usually of the thoracic and sometimes the lumbar spinal nerves. Infra and supraspinatus are generally innervated by the dorsal scapular nerve. Deltoid is supplied by the axillary nerve. I think that on this side we can see